Hello guys, my name is 711 and welcome to the fifth week of the UGBC. This week we are battling Meng, and he has a very scary team. He has uh, he has a Mega Metagross, Clefable, Latias, Infernape, Roserade, Tentacruel, Jolteon, Cinccino, Flygon, Haunter, Sock, and Lantern. Okay, so let me fix that. So he has a very scary team. One of the first things that I noticed, he has a Mega Metagross, and Mega Metagross can literally destroy my team if I let it happen. Mega Metagross just has a really excellent move pool. He's pretty fast at 110 speed. He is just very threatening. So there's that. Next, he has Clefable, and Clefable is a really interesting Pokemon in general. Let me just find Clefable here. There you are. With 95, 73, 90 defenses, that's not all that bad. You can definitely set up with a Clefable, as you guys probably had happened to you already by now. So it gets Magic Guard, which can only be hurt by direct attacks, so you can't Toxic or Burn and it lose damage. It won't take damage from Stealth Rock. It won't take damage from Leech Seed, stuff like that. And then there's also Unaware, which means that if I set up with a Pokemon, then it's all that setup doesn't matter anymore. So Clefable is very scary. Next thing I looked at was Jolteon. Jolteon is extremely scary as well, because you know, Volt Turn is really good. Jolteon gets U-turn, or not U-turn. Jolteon gets Volt Switch. Infernape gets U-turn. Flygon gets U-turn. Lantern gets Volt Switch. I have a feeling Latias might get Volt Switch. I could be wrong. But anyway, Meng really does have a very scary team. Roserade can set up Toxic Spikes. Tentacruel can set up Toxic Spikes. Infernape can set up rocks. Clefable can set up rocks. Latias can defog away. So that's another thing I was looking at. Does he have defoggers and rapid spinners? Tentacruel can rapid spin and Latias can defog. So when I made my team here, I said, you know what? Let's start off with a Mega Altaria with a modest, right there, modest nature, just so it can hit as hard as it can. And I have Hyper Voice, Fire Blast, Roost, and Heal Bell. Fire Blast can destroy the Mega Metagross, does a lot to Clefable. Hyper Voice obliterates the Latias. Fire Blast hits the Roserade. Anything hits the Jolteon, Cinccino. Hyper Voice for Flygon. Hyper Voice for Sock. So Mega Altaria is a pretty good choice here. I have Roost to preserve its health, and I have Heal Bell. I have Heal Bell in case I get paralyzed or something. So that is my spread with Mega Altaria. Next, I have Mew. And Mew is going to be literally my win condition. And here's why. Rock Polish. It doesn't get agility. It gets Rock Polish. So here's the thing with Rock Polish. After a Rock Polish, I outspeed everything on his team. I'm faster than the Mega Metagross. As you know, with that speed 100, that's pretty good, but that's not always good enough. Mega Metagross is at 110, Latios is at 100, and it could be Scarfed. Infernape is a little faster, and it can outspeed if it's Scarfed, especially. Tentacruel is at base 100, Jolteon is at base 130, Cinccino's at base 115, Flygon's at base 100. What I'm trying to say is that I need speed with Mew, and I was initially carrying Flame Charge. Hang on. Excuse me. So anyway, I need more than just one speed boost that Flame Charge gives, and I want something I want to set up right away. So I have Rock Polish Mew, and now I have Dark Pulse for the Mega Metagross and the Latios and the Haunter. I have Psyshock for the Clefable and literally his entire UU draft: Infernape, Roserade, and Tentacruel. Psyshock is the move of choice against Jolteon. And also against Sock as well. So that is Mew. That's Mew's offensive capabilities. That's why I gave it a modest nature. I put the 4 in defense so that you can take a knockoff ever so slightly better. But here's the key. Here's the winning ticket that could be the win condition is Baton Pass. Baton Pass is going to be one of the most important moves on this entire team, because Mega Altaria does not outspeed the Mega Metagross, and I'm actually gonna go like that and boost the defense, and then maybe I can take a Bullet Punch. I'll have to do some calculations. I'm going to invest some defense in this Mega Altaria, because at +2, yeah, I'll be outspeeding everything. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have just enough EVs to outspeed the Jolteon, and then I should be good from there. Hyper Voice is going to destroy the Latios. Fire Blast is going to destroy the Mega Metagross. Some things that poses a threat to Mega Altaria, that would definitely be the Tentacruel. That would definitely be the pretty much just the Tentacruel, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Actually, the Infernape might be a problem too. Roserade, no, I have Fire Blast. So basically, guys, if I get a +2 speed to Mega Altaria, that is going to be really, really clutch. And more importantly, if I get +2 speed to my Life Orb Nidoking, that is going to be crazy, crazy, crazy damage. The only problem with Nidoking is that its speed is only at 85. But if you double that with the +2, now Nidoking will outspeed everything, and Nidoking is going to literally destroy lives. Literally destroy lives. So the thing here is that these 3 moves here can knock out literally 10 out of 12 Pokemon that Meng could bring, which is incredibly, incredibly scary if you think about it. Let me see here. I have Earth Power for the Metagross, the Infernape, the Tentacruel, the Jolteon, and the Lantern. I have Sludge Wave for the Clefable, and I have Ice Beam for the Latios, the Roserade, and the Flygon. So literally the only 2 Pokemon on Meng's team that the only two Pokemon on Meng's team that these three moves are not super effective against are the Cinccino and the Sock. And unless the Sock is scarfed with Earthquake, I'll probably outspeed anyway, and a Sludge Wave will still do a lot of damage. And so, also with the Cinccino, I have Sucker Punch. I doubt that will actually KO, but it will probably be close. So, that is Nidoking. I really, 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 really want to pull that off. This can definitely be a mid to late game sweeper. So, we'll have to look for a really good opportunity with Life Orb Nidoking to put in the greatest of work. So as you guys know, base 85 special attack is not the greatest, but if you include sheer force, which is a third more damage, then now it's hurting 120. And with Life Orb, which does another third, now it's at 150. 150 power for Earth Power and Ice Beam. I'm gonna say 155, 160 for Sludge Wave. Not to mention that Earth Power and Sludge Wave are stab, so they're going to do even greater damage, which is absolutely incredible, incredible, incredible. And also, Sheer Force negates the Life Orb recoil, so that's going to be really nice to make, just so that Nidoking is not losing damage. Just so that Nidoking is not losing damage. Although it will lose damage to Sucker Punch, because Sucker Punch is not boosted by Sheer Force. So Life Orb damage will occur with Sucker Punch, but not with Earth Power, Sludge Wave, or Ice Beam. So Nidoking Mew is essentially the win condition. I really, really must not throw that away. And hopefully, Nidoking can get several kills here. Next, I have Donphan, which is going to be really important as well. As you can see from my team, I have Altaria and Magmortar that are weak to Stealth Rock, and I was really close to bringing Rapid Spin, but I decided against that, and here's why. Because I didn't have room, essentially. So Stealth Rock is going to be extremely important because Meng likes to run Focus Sash Infernape. So Stealth Rock is going to be really good with that. A Focus Sash could be the difference between Nidoking sweeping and not sweeping. So Stealth Rock is really important, and also the Sock gets Sturdy. The Sock could get Sturdy or Mold Breaker, but I'm guessing it's going to be Sturdy. So Stealth Rock is going to be extremely important there. Earthquake, as you guys already know, Earthquake does tremendous to Meng's team. Like to the Metagross, the Infernape, the Tentacruel, the Jolteon, the Lantern. Knockoff. Knockoff is going to be really good against Latios, mostly. But I'm sure I'll have a good opportunity to use it. If I go down to my Sturdy, then I can just Ice Shard the next turn and just get off a little bit more damage before Donphan finally does go down. So Donphan is going to be my lead for sure. Stealth Rock is going to be really important. I have, as far as the spread goes, maximum defense, maximum hit points, not hidden power, and the rest in attack. And the reason why I'm making it so incredibly bulky is Mega Metagross can hit hard on the physical side, and Cinccino can hit hard on the physical side. If I switch Donphan in on Cinccino's Tail Slap, then with the Rocky Helmet, Cinccino is actually doing more damage to itself than to me, which is going to be quite hilarious, actually. Flygon is probably going to be physical as well, and Sock is definitely going to be physical. So, with all those physical threats, not so much in the UU tier, maybe a bit for Infernape, I wanted a defensive wall that can set up Stealth Rock, and I'm going to lead with it, and we'll see how far that goes. Okay. And so next, I have Magmortar, and I think it is finally time, guys, to send in Magmortar. I really love using Magmortar, but I just was not finding a good opportunity to use Magmortar, and that this may be the week for it. So, Rock Polish, Baton Pass into Magmortar. What does that do for us? That means that Magmortar also outspeeds everything. And like I said before, Psychic literally destroys Meng's UU draft with Infernape, Roserade, and Tentacruel. Fire Blast is going to be good against the Roserade, and it will one-shot the Mega Metagross. And it's really going to put in the work. Fire Blast does like 50%, about 50% to a Clefable, to a bulky Clefable, which is going to be really nice. Clear Smog is going to eliminate stat changes, so if Clefable sets up a couple Calm Minds, I can Clear Smog them away. It will always hit, it will always land, and I will always outspeed unless I get paralyzed. So Magmortar is going to really come in clutch against the Clefable. And I have Barrier here. If Magmortar starts sweeping and Metagross comes in, a regular Metagross comes in, then turn 1, I'm going to go for Barrier. And here's why. Because regular Metagross does not outspeed regular Magmortar. Even without the speed boost, just by stats, Magmortar will outspeed Metagross. What does that mean? That means that if Metagross comes in on Magmortar, that means that he is going to Mega Evolve and go for Protect. He's either going to go for Protect or for his own Rock Polish. So I'm going to go for Barrier turn 1 that Metagross is in, and then I can live an Earthquake. And despite the pitiful defense, I'm going to invest a little bit there, and then I can just nuke the I can just nuke it with a Fire Blast. So I really want Magmortar to get at least 1 kill this season. Just 1 kill, that's all I ask. And Magmortar, this is probably going to be your battle. And, what was the other thing? Oh yeah. Vital Spirit is going to be really nice because then Magmortar can come in on the Roserade, because Roserade likes to do something called Sleep Powder. So if Roserade switches in on... If Roserade switches in, then I can switch Magmortar in, and Sleep Powder is going to do nothing because of Vital Spirit. And then I am free to Fire Blast whatever comes in, and it's going to hurt. And so finally, our last Pokemon is Ambipom. And I'm carrying a very, very similar strategy here with the Silk Scarf, so that Fake Out is like really powerful. Frustration is already really powerful. And that can hurt things a lot. If Sock or Infernape still lives, like either by Sash or by Sturdy, and knock something out, then I can come in and Fake Out, and that's the end of it. Frustration is going to hit pretty much everything pretty hard. I have Knock Off just for general coverage. That's going to be my best move against the Mega Metagross. And then I also have Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave is going to be pretty important because, like I said before, there are a lot of Pokemon that are right around that 100 speed tier. The Mega Metagross is at 110. Latios is at 100. Infernape, I don't know off the top of my head, but it's a little bit over 100, maybe 108. I think Roserade's at 90 or 95. I'll have to double check. Tentacruel is at 100. Jolteon I'll have to watch out for. Cinccino is at 115. Flagon can take Thunder Waves for years. And so can Lantern. Haunter could be Scarfed. So, Thunder Wave. And Threat is destroyed. So, with all of that going on, I think that Ambipom is going to be really important, especially because he outspeeds everything on his team except for Choice Scarf users and Jolteon. So, that is my team. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'm going to battle Meng in about 7 hours from now. About 7.5 hours from now. So, that gives me a little more time to tweak Altaria's EV spread a little bit. Hopefully I can survive a Bullet Punch. I may have to go bold just in order to hit things hard enough and also be able to survive a Bullet Punch. So, or I could even just switch Donphan into a Bullet Punch, which can take it, and Donphan can hurt it back with a Rocky Helmet. That's a thought. I'll have to look out for that too. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and leave your comments in the comments section. I want to know what you guys are going to think about this battle. Am I going to get a good sweep with Nidoking? Do you think I'm going to lose? Do you think that it's going to be close either way? If you and also you guys can also leave any suggestions, any team suggestions, any combinations with Mew, or any spreads with, you know, any Pokemon on my draft. If you want to see something, post it, and I'll think about it, and I'll see if I can, you know, arrange it into my team. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.